Maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. Maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. Maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. Don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. Don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds, celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, and you know what I mean. Maybe the time is right for us to back our team. Maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. Maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. Maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown.
Good afternoon and welcome to the capital. Welcome to the JD Welsh Cup, the fourth competition in as many games for the New Saints. This is TNS TV and of course TNS Radio. I'm Stuart Bloor, joined by a fan of the show, I think you could call you by now, Jamesy. Matt James, media at Cardiff Met normally, but today joining us in the gantry here at King Coyd campus.
Yeah, thanks, Stuart. I think it's my third time, so I'm expecting a match ball off you later on. I'm not sure I've seen Met score when I've been doing comms with you, so hopefully that'll change today. But yeah, looking forward to it. Should be a fast, open game, I think, the way Met have played recently, and obviously up against a formidable force in the shape of TNS. But we've had a decent record here against you over the last couple of years. So, well, the last where we beat you 3-2 with a comeback, I'm referring to, but. Yeah, fingers crossed we can cause you a few problems today. I think Vincent up front will be key for us again.
Well, we have won 7 games on the bounce against Cardiff Met, and the one you referred to was 8 ago. It seems such a long time, yet in reality it's just a couple of seasons or so, isn't it? Time flies, especially when you play each other 4 times a season and cup games as well.
Yeah, no, I think once the league reverts to 16 teams, I think that'll make a huge difference in terms of hopefully bringing more fans in and not having to play TNS 4 or 5 times a season. So.
Well, it might be 5 this year if you finish in the top 6. Let's go through the lineup, shall we, for the benefit of those who are on TNS Radio, because if you're on TV you can see that on the screen ahead of kick-off. I will do the New Saints: Connor Roberts, Josh Pask, Jack Bodnam, Josh Daniels, Ryan Brobble, Declan McManus, Danny Redmond, the captain, Dan Williams, Jordan Williams, Ben Clark and Ash Baker. 10 changes there for TNS. In fact, the whole of the outfield as it was at midweek has been changed, and on the bench Cheslovich, Otte, Holden, Bradley and Smith.
And for the Archers, Alex Lang the captain in goals, 2 Matt Chubb, 3 Joel Edwards, 4 Jack Veal, 6 Ryan Reynolds, 7 Elliot Evans, 8 Dixon Kabongo, 9 Lewis Rees, 16 CJ Craven, 19 Jack Clay and 29 Tom Vincent. So no Ross Crow today, and Sam Jones comes back from injury and starts on the bench, so promising for the Archers today. Yeah,
well, they are due a win, aren't they, if you wanted to look at it like that, after 7 straight defeats?
Hopefully, yeah. I think we've been through this before, Stuart. I think it's about getting through the first 15-20 minutes and then building into the game from there. So hopefully Met can keep it tight. Looks like they're playing a 3-4-3 formation, so fingers crossed we can get some joy in the wings.
Well, if you are a Met supporter, welcome. If you follow the New Saints, also welcome as well. And we do go around the world. And as always, we give a big shout out to our chairman, Mike Harris, who is sunning himself in Barbados with Rianne. Of course, a big welcome, especially to our chairman this afternoon. But whether you're in Barbados or Barry, Oswestry or Honolulu without the H, then a very warm welcome indeed. Cardiff Met, as we look out on the gantry, are attacking now because Roberts defends the goal to our left. That's a flick on there, picked up by Redmond. The New Saints, Daniels, Redmond, peeled for a free kick there, nothing given, but he does get a throw in early doors yet. And as you said, just maybe holding on for those opening 10-15 minutes. Although the game that you referred to, the comeback, TNS shot into a very early lead, didn't they? 2-0 up.
They did, yeah.
Minutes on the clock, and then of course came back. The Met on that occasion.
Yeah, I think it was 2 individual errors, and speaking to the players afterwards, they actually said they didn't feel like they deserved to be 2-0 down. They had a belief that you could get back into the game, and obviously the crucial goal just before half-time from Chris Baker set it up, and sort of grandstand finish by the end. But yeah, I think Met today, they've already showed a bit of intention there with Lewis Rees looking to find the head of Tom Vincent. I think that's, as I said earlier, that's going to be key. I think if Vincent can hold the ball up and get in some good areas for Met, we might get some joy.
Well, last season's JD Welsh Cup semi-final, Vincent scored a couple of goals there, and the Met were 2-0 up in that neutral venue in Latham Park at Newtown. And then, of course, the New Saints came back and won 6-2 on that occasion. A hat-trick for Declan McManus. Will he get the same today? We shall see. But it is the TNS on the attack down the right-hand side with McManus. Feeds Jordan Williams. Hook clear. Kept in, though, by Baker. He scored in his last 3 league games. Well, the last 3 games that he's played in, all been league games. He didn't feature midweek. So will he get a goal today? That would be incredible for a defender, wouldn't it? 4 on bounce.
Yeah, it's not a bad record. I remember the days of Steve Bruce at Man United. I think he scored 20 goals in a season from centre-back. So it can be done. As we know, the threats come from everywhere with TNS. It's not just the front players, come from wide, come from midfield. So yeah, Met will have to be on their guard today. I think that defensive three of Veal, Chubb and Joel Edwards will be crucial.
Yes, it will. Ball out of a play onto the left, just into the TNS half. Baker takes that one into the path of Clark. Out to Redmond. Now it's with TNS down the left-hand side. Daniels into the penalty area. Good defensive header. Need to be alert at all times, but of course on the break as well. They've got some fit and pacey players, Cardiff Met. Down the left-hand side though, Vincent, he scored the 2 goals we just mentioned there. And into the penalty area by Evans, but dealt with by the rear guard of the New Saints. 10 changes today for Craig Harrison. And thank you for joining us on TNS TV or TNS Radio. I'm Stuart Bloor, joined by Matt James. Jamesy, this afternoon, how are you? Good? Yeah,
good, thanks. I think, again, you saw the break from Lewis Reach there. That's going to be really important for Cardiff Met. I think just try and catch TNS as they push forward looking for goals. Lewis has had a really good season so far. I think he's assisted quite a few as well. So if we can get him into the game and get him in good positions, hopefully he can feed Tom Vincent up front.
Well, I've just had a message from our chairman, Mike Harris. He's sitting there watching the game, but I think that's a body double because it looks like he's drinking coffee. that can't be Mike Harris. There is an imposter somewhere in the world today who calls himself Mike Harris, looks like Mike Harris, but he drinks coffee, so it's definitely not Mike Harris.
What time is it in Barbados? Do we know?
I don't think the time really comes into it with Mike. And talking of drinks, we are, of course, in association with Henstone Distillery, Planet Hippo, and as always, we give a shout out to our ukgroup.com as well, whose name we proudly wear on our shirts. Elliot Evans goes back there to Joel Edwards, then Chubb on the right-hand side, looking to pick out a spot for Vincent to chase. Had a play though, and it's a throw-in to the Met. Happy with the season so far that the Archers have had?
I am, yeah. Looking relatively good for a top 6 spot. Hopefully, obviously, it's a bit of a strange league this year. I think there's almost 9 teams that can make the top 6, but.
Well, Reese plays that one into the penalty area. As calm as can be, though, from Bodnam to Baker. Back there to Pask and Bodnam again. All this happening inside the penalty area. And Roberts even gets a touch on it there. But the Met players drop back. They know that TNS have the ball and they want to get themselves back into the appropriate positions because, as we all know, TNS going forward can be a danger, to put it mildly, can't they?
Yeah, they certainly can, Stuart. It's, watching them over the last couple of years, especially with this sort of side.
Oh, that's a header there into the box for Clark. Good mopping up though there from Craven, ex-TNS player of course, and there's Reese. Gets a touch, albeit on his back there, but it does drop to Vincent. Now it's a chance for Reynolds to play that one out. Onto the right side is Kabongo. Makes his way to the edge of the penalty area. Goes for goal, left-footed, over the crossbar. Moment of danger there for TNS.
Yeah, I think it was always rising, but really impressive from Met. I think they're trying to get on the front foot a lot more than they have done at Park Hall recently. So, yes, I really want to see Met try and cause TNS problems rather than just sitting off. And Kabongo with an effort there, but just over. But yeah, it's positive from the Archers.
Mike says it's 10 a.m. and he just sent another little message there. I tell you what, if you're listening to TNS TV or TNS Radio today, we normally say on the radio, drop us a message. We get loads of comments as well on Facebook when we're on there, and we love it, by the way. It's great, but we don't have that option here today. But if I give you my number, maybe you're listening and you've already got it. You might already have my number, but drop us a message and we'd love to read your your comments out. 07815 432 371. I'll repeat that again in a moment. Get your pen and paper if you're old-fashioned like me, or get your fingers on the dial, or whatever you do to communicate if you're nice and young and trendy like James here. But either way, drop us a message and we'd love to give you a shout out. So are you ready? I'll give you that in a moment or two, because it's met now with Craven on the left hand side with the penalty area. A little bit of shuffle in there, still with Craven. Needs some backup though. He's got Baker alongside him. Finds that there. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does with Evans. Back to Craven. Forced out wider though. Now with the New Saints who have the ball. Jordan Williams skips one challenge, then another, looking for McManus, but it's Avil who gets that one back to the keeper, Alex Lang. Okay, 07815 432 371. Drop us a message and we'll give you a shout out. Eight and a half minutes gone, still 0-0, and not really been tested yet, has he, Lang?
No, it's Met have done quite well. I think trying to get forward, trying to put pressure on TNS in the right areas. I think you can't afford to go gung-ho and allow them to play through you, but just pressing in the right positions, in the right places on the pitch. Met have done quite well, and they've had a bit of the ball themselves, which will encourage them and encourage the manager, Ryan Jenkins.
Well, I was going to ask you who would be the happier of the two managers so far. Probably Ryan Jenkins, as the New Saints with Williams get the ball into the penalty area. McManus goes for goal and just wide on that occasion. Still a 0-0 at 0-0 here at Kincoid campus in this JD Welsh Cup encounter. If you are on TV, you'll be able to see the replay of that there. It was Williams who played the ball into the penalty area. McManus got the touch, but not going to trouble Lang at all from that distance and that direction. Still a 0-0. The Met have the ball in their own half, then they launch that one down the right hand side for Vincent to chase. Well, he does get a throw in there, which he takes to Reese. Now with Kabongo again. Reynolds has a look around, no one there. Craven back to Reynolds and back into their own half with Edwards. Plenty of possession and confident possession as well from Cardiff Met.
Yeah, I think this has been a feature of Cardiff Met's games, especially at home. Stewart trying to keep hold of the ball, drag the opposition out of position, and then cause them problems themselves. So I think Ryan will be really pleased so far with the way the game's gone. I think at times when we've played at Park Hall, we've struggled to retain possession and obviously invited TNS onto us. But yeah, certainly a decent start from the Archers with 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, 0-0. Redmond, the captain, gets the header there. Daniels back to Redmond now with Pask. Baker as the New Saints switch play from left to right, and then back with the central defender. Began his career at West Ham United, Josh Pask. Moved to Coventry City, played a number of times in the English Championship, also on loan at Newport County, then made his way to the New Saints and the JD Cymru Premier. Dan Williams, ball forward, edge of the box. Good defending in the end though.
Yeah, he's done well there, Joel Edwards, former Hereford man, just judged the flight of the ball perfectly. He managed to tow it away, but yeah, that's, Met are going to have to be on their guard throughout. This isn't a 10-minute spell TNS will have. I think, especially the Veal, Chubb and Edwards in the centre of the fence will really have to be on their game to stop McManus.
Well, it's still 0-0, and thank you for joining us on TNS TV or TNS Radio. Baker wins a free kick there. I think all you have to do is just get your head somewhere near a player's boot and you win a free kick, don't you?
Yeah, you seem to these days.
Brabo, can he get through 3 or 4 players? He can't, but he does win a free kick for the New Saints. Just left of centre. I think that's going to be a step too far as direct challenge on the keeper's concerned.
Yeah, I think it probably is. Taking it quickly.
Well, taken quickly there, sweeps it out to Redmond. Too quickly for the referee's liking.
Referee hadn't finished putting his foam down, so.
Yeah, taken now the second time. Ball in play. Daniels out on the left-hand side today for the New Saints. Not having to drop back either in that full-back position. We'll be seeing more of him, of course, in the attacking role that he's got today.
Yeah, I think Tom Vincent there, he tries to take a touch. I think he can probably flick it on with his head first time and try and play Lewis Reese in, but just holds up the play a little bit and allows the TNS defender to get a tackle in.
Dan Williams wins the header against Reese, but it's out of play, and it's a throw into the Archers, or the students, a team with two nicknames. The other one I can think of is Barrytown United with the Dragons and the Linnets.
The Linnets, yeah.
Throw in to be taken by Craven. Finds Reese there. The two of them used to play for the New Saints. Now it's a Redmond over the halfway line. Ball into the penalty area for Brobble to chase. Chubb shepherds that one out. The ball is out to play, and it's a corner. Good harassment there from Brobble, who wins a corner for the New Saints out on the left-hand side, and it will be the man himself to take. In his younger days, a Northern Ireland under-21 international, began his career with Middlesbrough. Places the ball down, been at the New Saints for a good number of years now. Right-footed into the 6-yard box, heads go, ball drops there, comes off the referee, then Redmond strikes. I think the referee's going to...
Yeah, we just see what he does here, Stuart, because it didn't seem to be difficult to tell who actually had possession. I think he's going to give it to Cardiff Met.
Yes, he is.
But I think McManus is arguing that he's within his rights to challenge for it. So a bit of a strange one there from the referee.
Yeah, because it was in TNS's possession.
Yeah.
Well, it's been taken with Cardiff Met. Bongo off Redmond and a throw into the Archers. It's about halfway in their own half on the right-hand side. See some of the fans there. If you watch it on television, green and white scarves. A bus came down not long after us, actually. We stayed overnight in Cardiff, in the capital.
Nice.
I went for a walk myself last night to my favourite place in Cardiff, Cardiff Bay.
Oh, lovely.
It's great down there, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice, really nice.
Dan, just play 2v1. Just play 2v1, you and Bates. There you go.
So still 0-0 though. You spoke earlier about getting through that first quarter of an hour. Well, that's exactly what the Met have done.
Yeah, I think it's as I say, just a question of trying to build on that as well as the game progresses. The key, I think, is to get into half time still in the game when you play TNS. But Met have acquitted themselves well so far, and I think I think Ryan will be relatively happy with the way the game's gone.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Well, it's this afternoon where we are. It's this morning for Mike and Rianne, because they are the other side of the world, the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. And it's early morning, but our chairman, as always, whenever he can, supporting the club. And brought to you in association with Henstone Distillery, Pliny Hippo, and of course, RUKGroup.com. Jordan Williams down on the right-hand side. Ball flicked in, just in front of Lang, though, and a comfortable collection for the young goalkeeper there, edge of the penalty area, all in black today. I remember when it was the referees who were all in black. Now they're all sorts of multicolours, aren't they?
Yeah, certainly are, Stuart. Yeah, shades of Lev Yashin for Alex Lang today.
Yeah, Lev Yashin.
I don't know how many. Don't know how many are going to remember it or would remember him or know who he is, but yeah.
Yeah, Lev Yashin. You save shirts as well.
I do, yeah.
You've got lots of shirts. Do you have any referee shirts in your collection?
I don't. I don't.
Is that by choice, or just you've never come across them, or you just don't get them? I suppose nobody wants a referee shirt.
No,
it's like the one that the referee did the World Cup final in.
Yeah.
But then of course he wants to keep that for himself.
Yeah.
Baker and Williams, the two South Walians interacting there, and another one, Bodman, out on the left to Redmond, sweeps that forward, bounces in front of Brobble. He has Chubb alongside him down near the corner.
Oh, it's good defending from Chubb.
Great defending and alert as well. He picked up on that loose ball immediately, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been excellent this season so far, Matt Chubb, arguably one of the players of the season so far.
And that's the key
It just
word,
shows
isn't it, if you're playing TNS, alert.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you play TNS as well, it's not just the physical time, it's the mental aspect as well of having to switch on for the whole 90 minutes. I think that's what clubs find difficult when they play against TNS, is they can hurt you from anywhere.
They can indeed. Pask stumbles on the ball, appeal for a free kick. Wasn't given though. It is a throw into Cardiff Met, and Craven all the way back to Lang, who's just inside his penalty area, steps back and then plays it in the direction of Rees. Pask allows that to go over both of them, then he backtracks and plays it to Roberts, all in a turquoise this afternoon. The TNS goalkeeper. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV, stroke TNS radio. I do appreciate your company. This JD Welsh Cup round 3 encounter. Williams to Baker, manages to keep that one in. Jordan Williams. Baker again. Pask hooks it in the direction of Brobble. Clay gets the header, then he gets the ball back down the left hand side, gives it away straight away though to Baker, and now with Roberts in the penalty area.
Again, good pressure from Cardiff Met there, and they've won the ball back again here, Stuart. So, yeah, a lot more promising than it tends to be at Park Hall for Cardiff Met. But they need to look after the ball when they get it, and I think that's always going to be the key.
Yeah, Kabongo played that one in looking for Reynolds, but it was the New Saints who won that one back and then gave it away again at TNS. Edwards stumbles on that one, and he fouls McManus in the process. So a free kick to TNS in the New Saints half. McManus scored a hat-trick the last time the sides met in the JD Welsh Cup at Newtown's Latham Park last season, when Tom Vincent put the visitors, as they were, the TNS were the home side if you want to look at it like that.
Yep.
Put the visitors ahead, and then the New Saints, well, put the visitors ahead twice. 37 minutes on the clock, and then TNS came back. A really key penalty, 43 gone.
I haven't forgotten it.
Yeah, because you go in the break 2-0, and then you think, let's keep going.
Yeah, it's a different game then, I think.
It changes the complexion of it, doesn't it?
Certainly does. I think the penalty was really harsh. Obviously, I'm going to say that being a Met fan, but yeah, it's one of those where sometimes you get given. I think it was the linesman actually who gave it in the end, not the referee. And yeah, the rest, as they say, is history. And we went on to lose 6-2, but I think for a half, definitely we just more than matched TNS, and that's what we'll be looking to do today.
Williams to McManus, out now to Jordan Williams. Plays that one in field, comes off Craven. Poked forward by Edwards to Evans. Reynolds has a look around, no one there. Gets the ball back, and then right to the feet of the keeper. Clears that one, looking for Rees. Pask does very well though, initially wins the ball with a header, now at his feet. Skips the challenge and wins a free kick anyway. Yeah, I do agree with you actually about that penalty decision at Newtown. When it was given, when it was initially obviously looked at, I thought sometimes they go for you, sometimes they don't. I'm not 100% sure that it is, but they did give it, and if it's to your advantage, you're just thankful for small mercies when you're 2-0 down.
Yeah,
and it's almost half time.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think for me, if there is any doubt, I don't think you can give it, but it was given. It certainly changed the complexion of the game then. But
it most certainly did.
As you say, Stuart, you're 100% correct. If they go for you, you're more than happy to take them. But if they go against you, it's sort of rankles a little bit, especially with it being such a key moment in the game as well.
It was a massive moment because the New Saints then went into the dressing room 2-1 down, and then with 5 second half goals eventually won the game 6-2. A hat-trick as well for Declan McManus on that occasion. A brace for Brad Young, who's now moved to the Saudi Pro League, and a late goal from Adrian Chestovic, who is on the bench today for the New Saints. No, he's not even on. Oh, he is. Yes, he is. I thought he was on the bench. I'm just trying to look at the lineups there. He's on the bench today. He's the birthday boy.
Oh, is
his
he?
Birthday today. Pemblodapis. Adrian Chestovic.
Never want to ruin anyone's birthday, but I hope Matt can today, to be honest.
Clay does very well there. Jack Clay. Now it's Craven. The green and white shirts drop back though. Tries to switch play, but Redmond gets between the ball and Kabongo. Bodnam. Back to Roberts. Right foot to right boot. So Kabongo though down the right hand side. Throw in to Cardiff and Met. We're into the second half of the first half. Still 0-0. More than happy if you were happy to be goalless after 15 minutes. Be not quite ecstatic, but certainly pleased to be progressing this far in the game. And perhaps more importantly for Ryan Jenkins as well, Lang hasn't been tested, has he?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing here. Met have had some good moments, a couple of sort of maybe half opportunities for both sides, but I think Ryan would be really pleased. You saw him there on the screen giving his players instructions, but I think he'd probably be the more pleased of the two managers.
I think so, absolutely. And thank you for joining us this afternoon. Whether you're in the UK or maybe beyond, like our chairman Mike Harris is. A very warm welcome to TNS TV and TNS Radio, depending on how you are engaging with us. I'm Stuart Blore and I'm joined by Jamesy. There's a little bit of media for Cardiff Met, and you love it, don't you?
I do, yeah. Bit as well, a fan volunteer sort of at the club for about 10 years now, so yeah, coming into my 10th year. And my first ever Cardiff Met game was a Welsh Cup tie here at King Coyd against STM Sports. Remember them?
Yeah. Yeah. It's my favourite competition, the Welsh Cup, which of course is what we're engaging in today.
Yeah, and I think there'll be a lot of clubs looking at this competition now, thinking they can go quite deep into it, because I think it's how many Cymru Prem teams are left? 7, I think, and 2 are guaranteed to go out today with this game, and I think Flint are playing as well, another Cymru Prem side. So looking at half the Cymru Prem teams, over half will be out. So I think there'll be a few Tier 2 and Tier 3 teams hoping for a few favourable draws, and maybe get into the semi-final or even the final.
And the league leaders are out, of course, because in the last round they were beaten at home by none other than Cardiff Met.
They were, and we thought we'd got the hard work done until we drew TNS. So, I mean, if we can get a result today, you'd argue, we'd like to think we might get an easier draw in the next round, but you never know. You just have to get through this game first, I think.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? But that was a very, well, for me, it was the result of the round when you went to Penabont and beat them, because they are, as we say, the league leaders. They've been there for a while now at the top of the pile. Obviously TNS has game in hand, and as those games are now being played, the New Saints is drawing closer to the extent where 2 games behind Penabont win them and TNS go top.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that TNS, obviously playing in Europe, has made it slightly more interesting, with the fact that Penabont have been able to build up a bit of a lead at the top of the table. But Ryan Jenkins is not happy with that free kick.
No, Ryan Brobble is down, and he wins the free kick there. But at one stage, only a matter of weeks ago, the New Saints were in 6th place in the Cymru Premier. Since then, not only TNS going on a great run of form, but also other teams losing as well. It means that the New Saints is now 2nd, and after beating Haverfordwest County last week, then that begins to open up a little bit more of a gap, 4-point gap over 3rd place with 2 games in hand. So at this moment in time, it's looking like a two-horse race for the league title.
I think so, yeah. I think for me, I don't think personally Penabont was ruthless as Connors Key Nomads were under Andy Morris, and I think that's maybe the issue. Obviously, they dropped 2 points here with a late Met equalised late. I don't see that Connors Key in their prime would have allowed that to happen. So I still think it's TNS to lose, but it certainly make it interesting going into the final stage of the season, going into phase 2 as well. Who can get into that second spot and who can get into the top 6 as well.
Yeah, that's always a battle as well, isn't it? An exciting one for those teams that are around the cut-off point at 6th place. Some of the ones who are 4th are not always comfortable until the last couple of games, but it's the New Saints on the attack down the left-hand side. Jordan Williams played that one in, but there was a stumble there from Josh Daniels. Great challenge from Danny Redmond. Needed to get that one right against Kabongo because he went in with his feet showing.
Good challenge again.
Great block there in the penalty area by the Met. Dan Williams out on the right to Daniels. Traps that one first time. He's up against Reese. Cuts in field. Knocks that one back to Dan Williams. Speaking to his dad earlier, Nigel. Family's here to support him, and the New Saints. Redmond. I think that was probably a cross rather than an attempt on goal.
I think it was, yeah.
It was neither, was it, as far as effectiveness is concerned?
No, still a dangerous ball in, but I think Lang had it covered. Just a bit too far there for the New Saints player at the far post, but. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Dan Williams. I think I've given him man of the match twice when I've been on commentary. So.
Yeah, well, he's always up there near the top of the pile as far as contenders are concerned. He's one of those players that's just consistently consistent.
Yeah, and I think the fact he's so willing to receive the ball in tight areas as well. I really like that about a player. It's not about bravery flying into tackles, but sometimes it's about bravery on being on the ball, and he epitomises that.
Daniels turns, but it's a good win back there for Craven initially. Then it's Evans. Craven continues to run down the left-hand side. He has Pask with him. Comes off the defender, goes behind, and it's a corner out on the left to Cardiff and Met. We stayed over last night, and both Dan Williams and Remy Otte did little messages for Finn, who's a TNS fan in Belfast, and he does listen and watch the games. Finn, how are you? I hope you enjoyed your little messages that we sent last night, and send our love to your mum as well, Zoe. She might be there with you, not sure, but if not, give our regards to Zoe as well. She does the media at Ballyclare Comrades. We played them in a pre-season friendly. Very warm welcome there. Corner though to Met on the left-hand side, ball in, headed out by Baker from inside the 6-yard box, only as far as Evans. Then it's whipped in again by Reynolds. It's a great save initially by Roberts, and then it's tucked away by Vincent, and Cardiff Met have the lead in the 31st minute. Roberts initially got the touch to it, pushed it away, no one there on Vincent. He was able to put that one in the back of the net, and the deadlock has been broken, but perhaps not as most people would have expected.
No, I think it's a poor corner initially, and I was just about to say it's another poor cross, but there's a flick from Joel Edwards there, and it looks like the TNS defence going to switch off, and Vincent just runs in. It's one of the easiest goals he's ever going to score, but the flick here from Joel Edwards really makes it. He turns a poor cross into a good one. Flick there, and it's Vincent right on cue, and he scored another one against TNS.
Well, a poor corner you said initially, but also poor defending there from the TNS players. Didn't pick him up. He must have thought it was birthday, Christmas all rolled in one when he's standing there a couple of yards from the TNS goalmouth with no one on him and the ball at his feet.
I think so, yeah. My first instinct was to look over at the linesman. He seemed pretty clear that it wasn't offside. So
I was looking at the linesman as well. I thought surely he's going to put the flag up, but he didn't. As we said, sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
on that occasion, it wasn't offside anyway, so not even an issue. But there's no harm in hoping when your team has just conceded that the flag suddenly goes up on the far side, is there?
No, not at all, not at all.
And I think this is most definitely a case of, as they say now, a game on, isn't it?
Certainly is, yeah. I think
32 minutes gone.
Yeah, I think this will really give Met some encouragement, some motivation there. That goal. My only concern is Met will sort of try and sit in and go into a low block now. But again, Craven doing superbly and winning the ball back there. I think what Met have done well is they've looked after the ball a lot better after giving it away initially in the early stages. But yes, really is game on now, Stuart.
I think Mike has just, our chairman Mike Harris has probably ditched his coffee now and gone onto the henstone. Mike's on the henstone. Kabongo shrugs the challenge but gets fouled in the process by Redmond, and it's a free kick. They'll be happy now to not necessarily waste time, but certainly take the time when they get free kicks. You 1-0 up against the New Saints.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's trying to make the game as disjointed as possible, really. But that's a poor giveaway there.
Yeah, and it is Brobble. Gets past one, gets past two, is in the penalty area. And it's Ryan Brobble in the back of the net. It was Chubb who couldn't get that last all-important connection. What a fantastic goal there from Ryan Brobble. If the first one was rather fortuitous as far as Cardiff Met was concerned, that one was utter brilliance from the Northern Ireland under-21 international.
Yeah, well, I think it's a poor pass initially, but I think Brobble, I think it's 2 nutmegs from Brobble. I think Chubb will probably think he can do better and clear the ball, but there was no doubt in the quality of Brobble. But again, Met have got it all to do.
Absolutely fantastic goal from Ryan Brobble. Left players on their backsides, crouched down in despair. But what a great finish it was.
Yeah,
Solo effort of the ice quality.
Yeah, he's we know he's got in his locker Ryan Brobble, and he showed all his quality there. I think it was a double nutmeg, and I think Ryan Jenkins would be furious with that, to give away possession so cheaply and then allow Brobble to literally run through the centre of the defence. He's not going to be happy, but another chance here for Met with Elliot Evans.
He's just on the edge of the penalty area down the right hand side. Great turn there against Baker. Ball played in, but it's a long range effort from Reynolds. There was a deflection as well.
I think there was a slight deflection on
corner there. I think Mike Harris has gone back on the coffee now. He's put the end stone away and he's gone back on the coffee. Come on, Mike, on that coffee. Our chairman Mike Harris watching in today from Barbados. Corner on the right hand side. The Archers to take. Most of the players are in the penalty area. That's where the ball goes. The heads go up, and I think it was Pascu got the initial header. And it's McManus defending near the corner flag. Gives the free kick away though.
Yeah, look like McManus had done all the hard work and just needed to clear the ball. I think Chubb did really well to get his body in and get Met a free kick in a dangerous position.
It is a free kick down near the corner flag on the left hand side. We did ask for some comments, and James Steer, he says that's a joke of a goal. He says what a run it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
when he says that's a joke, that's like when young people say that's sick or that's bad. It means it's actually good. So different generation to us.
Yeah, definitely.
To us.
Definitely.
James, how are you? Thanks for dropping us that message. The free kick taken. Roberts gets a touch there, but I think he was fouled in the process as he went for that ball. So it is a free kick to the New Saints. Don't forget to drop us a message. If you've got my number anyway, well, you can just send me a WhatsApp or a text. But if not, it's 07815 432 371. 07815 432 371. We like the interaction on TNS TV and TNS Radio, especially when the New Saints has just scored a great goal there, courtesy of Ryan Brobble. And it's a Clark against Reynolds down the right-hand side. Ball into the box, and it's in the back of the net. What a fantastic goal. It was Jordan Williams. Great run from Clark into the box, and the incoming Williams gave the keeper, the defence, no chance whatsoever. 37 minutes from being 1-0 up in the space of 6. The Met find themselves 2-1 down. There's Clark against Reynolds. Played that one in. And Jordan Williams on hand to smash that one past Lang. Sorry about that, Matt. You were getting all excited at 31 minutes.
Well, I had about 2 minutes of excitement.
34, well, the excitement was beginning to dwindle. And I'm afraid at 37, it's evaporated.
Yeah, so I think that the run and cross is what makes that a good lesson to any young player there. Just put the ball in low and hard, and you never know what might happen, and that's exactly what Ben Clark did. But still got to apply the finish, and Met again, uphill battle from here on in.
Mike Harris using some superlatives there. He says it's a great goal. It is indeed, Mike. What a fantastic goal. And as well, not just the goal, because that was brilliant, wasn't it, from Jordan Williams. He's so strong, he's powerful, he's got pace. He's an all-round footballer.
Yeah.
It was Ben Clark's work down the right-hand side as well. Reynolds is a good player to keep him at bay and then get the ball into the penalty area. Well, that was great play from Clark, not just the finish from Jordan Williams.
Yeah, Met have gone a bit slack. I think Ryan Jenkins will be wanting to get them in at half time and not concede any more goals, but there's a chance here. Oh, good save.
Oh, great save from Lang there, with McManus looking to join in on the action as far as the scorers are concerned. Well, they need to keep the lid on this at the moment, Cardiff Met, don't they?
Yes, they certainly do. Yeah, they just need to try and slow the game down and keep possession as they were doing before the goals went in. But yeah, TNS have got their tails up now, starting to knock the ball around a bit.
Well, James says, I'm not young, Rev. He says, I'm 33. No, I'll tell you what, James, that's young compared to me.
He's young compared to me as well. He's 11 years younger than me. So.
Sorry?
He's 11 years younger than me.
30 years younger than me. That's young.
No, you don't look a day over 50, Rev.
Well, it's a 2-1 to the New Saints. We're in the 40th minute, and it was a great goal from Vincent in the sense that he positioned himself perfectly to slot that ball home to give Cardiff Met the lead. Didn't last very long though. Ryan Brobble, great turn in the penalty area, twisting and turned his way into putting the ball past Lang, and then just 3 minutes on from there, Jordan Williams smashed that one home. It's a 2-1 to the New Saints here at Kincoid campus in this JD Welsh Cup round 3 encounter. I'm a very, very happy Stuart Bloor, and this is a not so happy Jamesy next to me at the moment.
That's mildly disgruntled.
Chubb, they still won't give up the ghost though, will they, Cardiff? They'll keep going, especially when it's 2-1. They're still in the game, they'll have opportunities. It must be deflating though when you take the lead against the New Saints and then you end up trailing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the longer you hang on to it, you've got something to hang on to, if that makes sense. But to concede so quickly after you go into the lead, Ryan will be furious, and then to concede another one just minutes later as well. I think it's going to be tough, but I think Met have had good enough moments. They've had enough possession of the ball to cause TNS further problems.
Mike Harris has been sending me messages again. He said it's now a beer time. He said he took a picture of his some glass of something there. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like coffee though.
No, I don't know. That's coffee.
It doesn't look like coffee. Well, he'll be a very happy Mike Harris, and Rianne, of course, she's out there with him watching in today. We're into the final 4 minutes now of the first half. It's a corner to the New Saints down on the right hand side, and it's a Brobble to take this one, and indicative of the fact they don't want to go 3-1 down at this stage. The Met have got everybody back and in the penalty area at this moment in time.
Yeah, I think this is where Tom Vincent's really important, not just going forward but also at the back as well. As defensive headers out from corners and set pieces have been really important for us this season.
Brobble still with hands on hips there. Referee blows. Now he steps back, steps forward, right-footed, just beyond the 6-yard box. McManus managed to get a touch on it. It's cleared. Just green and white shirts out there, though. And Dan Williams not afraid to go back to Connor Roberts. Having said that, the goalkeeper's about halfway in his own half. Then Williams drops, picks up the ball, and then pushes it forward on the left-hand side. Now it's Redmond's turn to find Roberts. He remains well outside of his area at this moment in time because TNS have the ball. They are looking to push forward. Still in their own half, though. So 2-1 to the New Saints, who reached the final last season as well, which was at Newport County's Rodney Parade. Unfortunately losing to Connors Quay Nomads in the process. That was my first visit there, so I was happy because I'm a ground hopper like you.
Yep.
But you must have been there a few times in the past.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times, yeah, in Rodney Parade. Had a bit of a reputation for a terrible playing surface at one point, but I think they've rectified that. But yeah, I was at the final myself. I thought it was I thought Connors Quay were excellent on the day and did really well to win. Obviously TNS were strong favourites, but the goal from Connors Quay was one of those, and you know, on another day maybe TNS will feel that they could have got more out of the game, but I thought Connors Quay's game plan was superb.
It was. They had a game plan. Everyone needs a game plan, but in their case, and that instance, it worked, which is the important thing.
Yeah, they executed it really well and arguably deserved to win on the day.
Yeah, you can't really argue with that. You have to give credit to the opposition as well, don't you?
Certainly do, yeah.
Bravo to Jordan Williams. It's his first time into the penalty area. Chubb gets the header, edge of the box, a second header, then a third. Now it's on the deck, and then Pask manages to get a head to that into a chest from Dan Williams. Ash Baker under pressure there from Reese, but Pask on hand to pick up the ball played across into the centre of the field. Now it's on the attack again for the New Saints, looking for a third goal before the break. Roddle plays that one in. Williams tries to get the head, and a fantastic save in the end from Lang. It was Ben Clark who took advantage of Williams not connecting with the ball, just right-footed, goal-bound. He's having a good game this afternoon, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's doing well, Alex, doing really well. Made a couple of key saves. I think that's probably the pick of them. Didn't have much time to react, but yeah, also managed to push the ball away to safety as well.
Yeah, a good save there from Lang. Needed to, of course, because his team trails 2-1 at home to the New Saints in this JD Welsh Cup encounter. And thank you for joining us on TNS TV or TNS Radio. We do appreciate your company. Foul by Dan Williams.
He might get a booking.
Yellow card for Dan Williams against Clay.
Yeah, I think
Kick.
it's a bit of a needless one there. All he has to do is stand up and jockey him, and he's not really going anywhere, Jack Clay, but goes to the back of him. So
just the 1 minute at the end of the game.
yeah, I think Williams just protesting there that he's played the ball, but I think you can't go through the side or back of someone these days. So probably the right decision from the referee.
Ryan Kenny, the man in the middle this afternoon. Certainly not been a dirty game, has it been? Quite a good game,
yeah,
end to end. Cardiff
yeah.
Met haven't sat back, have they, and tried to soak up the pressure and hit TNS on the break, like lots of teams do, which you can't blame them for that, of course.
Yeah.
They thought, well, let's have a go, and well, it worked, didn't it, after 31 minutes?
Yeah, certainly did. I think trying to get on the front foot. Obviously, you can't maintain that the whole game, but Met have kept the ball relatively well. They've had enough possession, different obviously to the games at Park Hall recently. But I think Ryan will be relatively pleased with the way the first half's gone. Obviously, the manner of the first goal, giving the ball away cheaply, won't be. But yeah, Met have done okay. I think they can carry on causing TNS problems.
Well, there's Vincent up against Pask, and it's the latter who gets the touch on the ball as the New Saints. The edge of the penalty area, back to Roberts. Pask again. I think they're looking to watch that clock through now. Going into the dressing room, 2-1 up. That's exactly the scenario. Well, thank you for your company in this first half. James, he was getting excited with 31 minutes on the clock. He was getting very, very excited, very, very happy. But unfortunately, you can't keep a good man down, or in this case, two men, because Ryan Brobble and Jordan Williams both found the back of the net just within 3 minutes of each other. The lead lasted for just 3 minutes, and that's the lie of the land at the break. It's 2-1 to the New Saints. Do you think that's a deserved lead at this stage of the game?
I'd probably say no, if I'm being honest. I know Lang's made a couple of saves, but I think it's more the manner of, especially the first goal, giving the ball away so cheaply near our own area. I think just watching the goals back now, there's Vincent. Don't think he's offside. I think he's running between the defenders. But I think the fact we have given the ball away, I think, is what Ryan will be particularly disappointed about. But yeah, again, looking at that goal, poacher's instinct from Vincent. He's got on the end of it. He's done that a couple of times this season. Been in the right area where it counts, but you can't
the Ryan
deny the
Brobble
quality.
one now.
Yeah, I think he goes for a couple there. You can see how disappointed the Met players are, but I think it's one nutmeg and then another nutmeg, and then you just think, can Chubb play the ball? I'm not sure. It's one of those. It's a good goal from the TNS point of view, but I think Met will see it as certainly preventable. But this is the cross that makes it. What a cross that is! Anyone coming in into the penalty area, into the 6-yard box, superb from Ben Clark.
Yeah, Ben Clark, England Independent Schools International as well. Played that one into the box, and Jordan Williams smashes that one home, and that's the score at the break. It's a 2-1 to the New Saints. And talking of breaks, we will be doing that ourselves. You do the same as well. If you like Mike Harris, go and get yourself a nice coffee, sit in there and drink your coffee during the next 10 minutes or so, and we will be back in due course for live commentary here in the capital as the New Saints have a 2-1 advantage at half time over Cardiff Met.
Don't be down, don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out of the pitch.
So don't be down, don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. Maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and we stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in
It's there against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown.
Welcome back to King Coyd Campus, welcome back to the JD Welsh Cup, and welcome back to either TNS TV or TNS Radio, depending on how you are connecting with us this afternoon. I'm Stuart Lord, joined by James. Just having a nice chat there at half time about Welsh football. I think both of us have a passion for it. I think we can say that, can't we? Yeah,
I certainly do. It'd be interesting to see what happens when the changes come in, going to a 16-team league. I think a lot of people have been clamouring for it for a while. But I think we've got to be careful, especially with Welsh football, not to just make changes for the sake of making change. But it seems like it's been universally accepted. Seems pretty positive from the people I've spoken to. So, yeah, it could be interesting. And it means, as we said earlier, hopefully Met won't have to play TNS 4 or 5 times a season. So.
No, we'll just be playing each other twice. Although we still have the split, don't we? But there'll be 3 little mini leagues within it, as opposed to just 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's probably even more complicated for those who aren't familiar with Welsh football, but we'll soon get used to it, and it's a good idea, I think, from most people's thoughts to increase the size of the league. Well, we are back underway now, and Mike Harris has been in touch to say, I think he's given up on the coffee. I did send him at half time a load of little coffee cup icons, and he's just got back to me and said, it's too late for coffee. That's
too late.
Too late for coffee now. It's about 11:15 or 11:30. Too late for coffee now. Coffee's gone out the window. I don't know if he's drinking Enstone, probably not over there, unless he's took some with him. I don't think even the fame of Enstone Distillery and the growing fame of the company extends that far. Yet, Veal gets that one back to Lang. Shot drops for the short, but instead, keeper goes to Veal. It's a ball played straight onto the head of Josh Pask. And I don't know about you, Matt, but there's something in the sky down there, a big bright orange thing that's just come out that's making it very difficult to see the pitch. I think it's called the sun.
Yeah, I think it's...
we haven't seen that for a few days.
Straight into Alex Lang's eyes as well, which you won't be too happy about. But very rarely see keepers wearing caps these days, do you, Stuart?
No, you don't. And when you said that, I was just thinking to myself, he hasn't got a cap on, has he? Used to be a big thing many years ago, didn't it? The keepers and their caps.
Yeah, keepers with caps and their glove bags. They used to put in the goal as well.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Thank you for joining us on TNS TV or TNS Radio, however you are watching or listening to us this afternoon. It's 2-1 to the New Saints as we push on in the second half. It's a cup competition, nothing to lose. At what stage do you think, if it remains 2-1, that Ryan Jenkins communicates to his players, come on, nothing to lose, let's just go for it, all or bust?
Yeah, I think he's going to, I would say probably 15 minutes to go if the score remains the same. We've got Sam Jones on the wing, on the bench, which gives the Archers another option as well. So his pace maybe, possibly looking at getting in there.
Well, the sun's come out, and you just had a message, Mike Harris, from Scorio. They said it's like being in Barbados here because the sun's come out. So Mike's fame is extended everywhere, isn't it? In Barbados at the moment. The Met, though, on the attack to right. Craven plays that one out to the left-hand side, right-footed into the penalty area. Over everyone. And Boddenham lets that one run out. And it's going to be a goal kick, still 2-1 to the New Saints. What do you think Ryan Jenkins said to the players at half-time?
I think it would tell them to believe there's a chance. For long periods of the first half, I thought Cardiff Met were very good. Maybe first goal they switch off slightly and give the ball away. Second goal, it's a good run from Ben Clark, and as I said, a good cross. But yeah, I think the way Met played compared to the way we normally set up a Park Hall has been a bit of breath of fresh air, really. And hopefully Met can fashion a few more chances.
Come on then, what's the scores in these games? I'm going to test you here.
You do this to me every time.
Yeah, Colwyn Bay are time to Ruthin Town. What's the score?
Colwyn Bay 2-0 up.
2-1 up. I'm very impressed with that one. And all JD Cymru North encounter. Caersus at home to Bangor 1876.
1-0 to Bangor 1876.
It's 1-0 to, where am I? 1-0 to Caersus.
Oh.
Well, just had a couple of messages there from Mike, and he makes reference to the short documentary. I don't know if you've seen that one on the TNS website or TNS social media accounts. Make sure you check that one out. Copper 90 were along, and they did a lot of filming. They've condensed it into a really impressive short documentary, and Gerbil was on there as well, and Mike Harris, of course, our chairman, Craig Harrison, one or two other people. So if you haven't checked that out, then make sure you do. That is the great thing. It's the ongoing great thing about TNS's run in Europe. It's not only good for the New Saints, but good for Welsh football as well.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's a chance though for TNS. Well, Chud plays that one out to corner. Good thing for Welsh football as a whole.
Yeah, it is. It proves how competitive Welsh football is. I don't think TNS have been disgraced in any game they've played. They've done really well to get the win against Astana, but the Fiorentina game and the Shamrock Rovers game, they certainly showed the positives for Welsh football in the Cymru Prem.
Well, before we get the corner, it's half time. Ammanford at home to Haverfordwest County. What's the score there?
Haverfordwest 2-0 up.
1-0 to Haverfordwest. Doing well, I'm impressed. Corner to the New Saints out on the right-hand side. Ball bounces in front of Lang, but he gathers that one comfortably in the end.
Yeah, sensible play from Matt, playing into the shadows as opposed to into the sun. But
well, Bodnam gets the header, and he gets the ball back. Connor Roberts. And Smith is come on as a second half substitute, just on the edge of the penalty area there. Roberts has the ball just outside the penalty area, pokes it forward a couple of times and gets his foot on it, and in the end decides to go across to Baker. Good play from Daniels there. Couldn't get the ball back though from McManus. And now it's Lang who's outside the box, all in black. This afternoon, the Cardiff Met goalkeeper, his side trails 2-1 in spite of taking the lead in the 31st minute. 3 minutes on from there, Ryan Brobble, great solo effort to level the scores, and then 3 minutes again. It was Jordan Williams who smashed home from close range after great work down the right flank from Ben Clark. 2-1 to the New Saints. There'll be more goals in this, do you feel, or not?
Hopefully for Cardiff Met. Yeah, I think as the game opens up, especially if Met are forced to try and go for goals, might leave spaces for the New Saints, but.
Well, McManus has just gone off. He's been replaced by Rem Otte. So a change there early-ish in the second half for the New Saints. And it was Brobble who went off, by the way, for Leo Smith at the break, just as we go underway in the second half. They made their exchange. So a couple of substitutions from Craig Harrison. Redmond gets the header there over Kabongo. Redmond into the penalty area, but too close to the goalkeeper. Still 2-1. 53 minutes played. Big derby on Anglesey today in the Welsh Cup. Holyhead Hotspur at home to Treartha Bay.
1-0.
0-0.
Oh.
I tell you what, you got the Les Davis. Oh, there's Jordan Williams gets the header but can't find Otte. Remember Les Davis?
Oh,
Bangor City, the truck.
The truck, yeah.
Well, he plays for Treartha Bay now.
Oh, does he? Wow.
And Sean Edwards as well, who used to play for Bangor City.
I think Dion Donahue does as well.
Dion Donahue plays for them also as well, yeah.
Some big names there.
Indeed, so They're 0-0 just along the road, quite literally, from Triada Bay, Holyhead Hotspur. It's 0-0 there. Airbus at home to Goitra.
Airbus 2-1.
3-0.
3-0
to Airbus.
Oh, looks like CJ Craven will get a booking for that.
Yeah, Craven gets a booking there. Went in hard.
Yeah, I think he's arguing he's played the ball. I don't know if we're going to see a replay, but yeah, again, it's a similar one to Williams in the first half. It's come round the side of the player. I think he might get something on the ball, but he plays the player first, so pretty easy one there for the referee again.
Karai Ely at home to Rajasthan. I'll give you a clue, there's been a lot of goals in that game so far. They've played 59 minutes.
Kyrie 4-1.
6-0. 6-0.
Wow. Yeah, they got a good young side there at Kyrie. He got some promising players. I think when the ex-Cardiff Met players plays there as well, Jack Davis. So yeah, they saw them play a few times last season and they looked impressive.
Well, Clark's still getting treatment. I'm going to give you a couple more games here to have a guess at. Let's have a look at an all South Wales affair. Penydarren against Carmarthen Town.
2-0 Carmarthen.
1-1.
Ooh, wow.
And an all North encounter, the one that you were referring to before, the all Cymru Premier. It's Flint Town United at home to Ballatown, the Lakesiders.
Ballatown 1-0.
1-1.
1-1. Wow.
1-1. Well, Clark's still down. What about Cambrian United at home to Llandudno? And there's just been a goal, by the way.
1-1.
It is 1-1, and Cambrian have just equalised. So all level there. Clark's okay, he's back up. Smith to take the free kick. A couple of changes in the second half for the New Saints. Arte and Leo Smith on. Declan McManus and Ryan Brobble replaced. Jordan Williams against Veal. The latter puts the ball out. Plays a throw into the New Saints. Williams takes into the penalty area. Hooked clear though, couldn't reach Arte. Pask. Rather unorthodox flick on there, but it worked. Unfortunately for Redmond, he put the ball out for a throw-in. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV or TNS Radio this afternoon. Clark able to turn against Clay. Now down to Arte. He's in the penalty area. Wants to get there on his right foot. He can't, and in the end, Chubb gratefully takes advantage of the ball being shown to him, puts it behind, and it's a corner to the New Saints in association with Henstown Distillery and Planet Hippo. And of course, RUKgroup.com. Corner to the New Saints, down on the left hand side. So Smith places the ball down, steps forward, right footed into the 6-yard box, headed clear. Now it's a chance for Evans to play that one across to Reynolds. Great challenge there from Baker, but unable to win the ball back. So it's a chance again at the opposite side, this time for the Met. Vincent chases the ball, and then the flag goes up anyway. That was a great opportunity there, wasn't it, to maybe at least test Connor Roberts?
Yeah, I think CJ Craven was just caught in two minds there. He just held onto the ball. Tom Vincent ran offside, but yeah, it's those sort of opportunities that Met have really got to try and capitalise on in the second half.
They have indeed. Trevelyan are at home to Connors Key Nomads.
2-0 to Connors Key.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed. Absolutely hit the nail on the head there as far as predicting the scoreline is concerned. We play 58.5 minutes here at Kincoid campus. It's 2-1 to the New Saints in this all JD Cymru Premier affair between Cardiff Met and the New Saints. Clay down on the right hand side to Kabongo. Back to Veal. Strokes that one across to Chubb. Still in his own half though. Lang gets in on the action. It's that first time to Veal. Chubb. I think Orte's decided not going to chase a ball when 3 players are involved in it. Let them get it forward first. Again, still in the Archers' half. Plenty of possession, but they need to get that one forward. As we approach the 2/3 stage of the game this afternoon, the sun's gone in, and it makes viewing a little bit easier as we look to our right.
And commentating.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, good ball.
Into the 6-yard box. Vincent couldn't get the shot there. That would have been a certain goal, I think.
Yeah, just couldn't sort his feet out.
Yeah.
Decent ball in as well.
Yeah, good ball in. Headed out, now nodded back in. TNS hold their own in the end. It was Bodnam who got the final touch and cleared that one from inside the penalty area. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Whether you're in Barbados or Berriew.
Sounds like a half-man, half-biscuit album.
Cardiff or Chester.
Barbados to bury you.
Whether you're drinking coffee or Headstone Distillery. We do appreciate your company. It's a free kick to the home side. 1/3 of the way into the TNS half. Out there on the left-hand side. The players are outside the penalty area as Reese plays the ball in. It was a Chubb who rose, managed to get the head. Or was a Pask, I think, might have beaten into it. Either way, it looped up and was a comfortable clutch for Connor Roberts. 61 minutes gone. Just that one goal that separates the sides, and as long as that's the case, regardless of what TNS does, if there are no more goals, the Met will always fancy their chances.
Yeah, I think that shows there another sort of half chance for Vincent. Just couldn't sort his feet out, but yeah, Met done well in the second half. They used the ball a lot. As I say, that commentator's curse. They used the ball a lot better.
And then Daniels gives that one away. Now it's the Met pushing forward.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a yellow card here. Ben Clark had a few nibbles at him as he was going through.
Ben Clark gets the yellow card against Clay there. And Ben Clark, for his troubles, needs some physio attention as well.
Yeah, it looks like TNS are going to make a substitution as well. Is that Holden coming on, I think?
Yeah, Rory Holden coming on. Could be for Ben Clark. Looks like a double substitution, actually. So Chestovich as well.
Yeah, it looks like Clark's coming off.
Yeah, it will be Clark. So Rory Holden for Ben Clark. That board's gone up and that transaction is being enacted. Then it's the birthday boy, Adrian Cheslovich, for Dan Williams. Will there be a goal for Adrian Chestovich on his birthday? The longest serving player at the club currently. Joined in the summer of 2014. So one of those that has made it to 10 years. This is his 11th season, which for a team like TNS that's highly competitive, to get to 10, I think that starts to put you into the legend status.
Yeah, I think it does Hall of Fame for Cheslovich.
Yeah. The free kick has been taken. And thank you for joining us this afternoon. Do appreciate it. Appreciate your company. Lang clears the left-footed. Looks for Reese. Goes up with Baker. Ball with the New Saints. Jordan Williams, again a high ball hooked in the area that the New Saints is trying to get themselves into that final third, but instead it's Cardiff met with Clay, and then Reynolds, and then Veal, all the way back to Lang, who have possession. Edwards, good ball down the left-hand side for Evans to chase against Baker. Evans has been here a good number of years as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he started in 2010. I think he had a year off, went to Monmouth, won the Welsh League Division 1 as it was then. Monmouth couldn't go up to the Cymru Prem, but yeah, he's been a great servant of the club. I think he's averaging about a goal every 3 games in the Cymru Prem as well. So yeah, it's talismanic, the maestro, as some call him. But yeah, he's been a fantastic servant to the club, and leads by example as well. Not necessarily the loudest on the pitch, but always puts a shift in, and yeah, certainly his goals have been invaluable over his time here at Kincoid.
Reynolds to take a long throw. Ball goes into the box, nodded on, and Redmond who strikes it. It only goes up in the air and down, and in the end, happy to boot that one out of danger. The New Saints.
I think Vincent was expecting a challenge to come in there. He almost had a free header.
Reese, left-footed, straight to the head of Ashley Baker though.
Sensible header from Baker there, straight into midfield to Holden. Great
ball. Holden came on as a substitute just now, part of a double change. With Cheslovich on as well. Now it's Pask, Redmond and Baker. The New Saints lead 2-1 here this afternoon in this JD Welsh Cup encounter. As I said earlier, my favourite competition. What's yours?
Yeah, probably the Welsh Cup. Especially the early rounds. I've been to a few interesting grounds, doing a bit of ground hopping when Met aren't playing. But yeah, I think it's those early rounds. Sometimes you get some certainly interesting ties. I think would be the way to describe them. But yeah, it's definitely the Welsh Cup for me.
And you've got plenty of population density in the south, so therefore lots of games and lots of grounds to go to as well. I like Anglesey football.
Oh yeah.
I go on holiday there a couple of times a year, and I always go to games. It's the New Saints on the attack with Smith. Chubb can't put him off, but he does get the ball through to Daniels. That one goes behind, and that's a corner to the New Saints on the right-hand side. And it looks like Holden is making his way across to take that. No, he's going to leave that one. Not sure who's taken it at the moment. It is who I would have said was the original choice, Leo Smith. Yeah, we'll go on holiday. I'll get the app out and have a look who's at home, and perhaps more importantly, not the quality of the game that you would expect, but I haven't been there before.
Yeah.
That's what you feel like. If you're a ground hopper, any ground hoppers listening in, you know exactly where we're coming from.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've done Holyhead Hotspur is the only ground I've done on Anglesey, and a night game. So.
A night game. Yeah, they have the lights there, don't they? Corner comes in from the right hand side. Drops and is cleared, but player down in the box. So physio on as well.
Yeah, I think it's Veal who's gone down there.
That's one ground I haven't been to, Holyhead Hotspur. The times we've been, they've always been away, and there's been no midweek game either.
Yeah, I went to Holyhead Hotspur on a Friday night. I flew up from Cardiff to Anglesey. Yeah. In the days, I don't think they do it anymore. In the days when you could, and then Met were playing for Statin away the next day, so I stayed up in Anglesey and got the train over. But yeah, there were 2 grounds I hadn't done before, so always keen to tick a few new ones off.
I've been to a few. My dog is called Dilwyn. He's got a Welsh name. His first game was Treortha Bay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Lornisath it's called. That's the name of the street that runs alongside it.
Yeah.
You sit on the wall and you just watch the game from the side.
Brilliant.
He was only a puppy. I think it's true to say he was bored. He was absolutely bored watching the game. I don't know how he made the 90 minutes. Drop ball after the treatment has been administered. Veal, he's not back on the pitch yet, waiting to come on. But it's the New Saints with Jordan Williams, makes his way across into a central position, can't get the shot in, but finds Cheslovich up against Kabongo. He gets the shot in, curls it, but nowhere near the goal on that occasion. Still a 2-1, and Veal is still waiting to come on.
Yeah, I think it's frustrating there, especially if you're the defending team. TNS obviously looking to press home that man advantage, albeit for 30 seconds I think it is, but Veal being a central defender, if that ball goes into the centre, you'd expect him to be there to try and head it clear. So
he's on now.
Shades
Yeah,
of John Aldridge in the USA '94 World Cup.
Yeah, 30 seconds, but it only takes 1 second to get the ball in the back of the net, doesn't
Certainly
it?
does, yeah.
And it is Veal on the ball now. And Reese deep in his own half. Clay. There to Edwards. Good play from the New Saints. Leo Smith wins that one back, and Holden curls that one out onto the left-hand side. Cheslovich back into the centre circle with Redmond. Poked back to Bodnam. No sensible options, so decides to play it all the way home to Roberts in the penalty area. 70 minutes gone. Any more goals in this?
Yeah,
game? Well, obviously you want a goal. you
Need
need
at least
a goal.
one. I was just thinking actually, just before you said that it's always coming to stick or twist time now. Where what do you do? The TNS try and get another one to finish the game off. Obviously, Met are going to need one, but that's a clumsy challenge
Yellow card
on
there.
CJ Craven by the looks of it.
Yeah, yellow card for Leo Smith, is it? Yeah, Craven's down.
Yeah, I think the Met bench are claiming an elbow, but I think it was more clumsy than anything else from Leo Smith.
It's going to be a yellow card, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But nothing more than that. Well, we've got the benefit of the replay there. So it was Daniels actually who went in for the challenge. So it's Daniels.
I don't think he's even got booked.
Yeah, no. So Daniels who went in. Well, Mike Harris has sent me a photograph. He's watching the game. He's got his TNS top on out there in Barbados. Typically tropical conditions out there in Barbados. Do you remember that song? Whoa! I'm going to Barbados.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that one? By Typically Tropical.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's why I just got that one in. But I thought it might just
No, it's gone over my head, that one.
Might go over most people's heads, so I'd better explain it.
Even me. Remember the song, but didn't know
Remember
the name, band name.
Yeah, whoa, I'm going to Barbados. Well, that's where Mike Harris is right now. And he might be many thousands of miles away with Rianne, but he's still tuned in to TNS TV this afternoon. As we make our way into the final 20 minutes, still plenty of time to go if you're a Cardiff Met supporter. But if there is going to be a fourth goal at this stage, it's crucial if Cardiff Met are to get back into this game that they get that fourth goal. A free kick there for a foul on Lang outside the penalty area. Yeah, and it was Daniels who got the yellow card early for the challenge, not Leo Smith as we initially thought. But I did. But I'm as blind as
I did as well.
Sometimes when you're watching games just in live action, it's easy to miss things, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
We've got the benefit of the monitor here. That's where we can pick up and become a little bit more accurate. There's Smith, who didn't get the yellow card. And there's Pask, who hasn't had a card at all. He hasn't had a goal either. He does find the back of the net from time to time, and Ash Baker scored in the last 3 games that he's been involved with. So will he find the net?
Oh, well played.
Yeah, good play. Arte battles well though, wins it back. Now it's Holden. It's out on the right hand side. He has to go back in his own half to keep hold of the ball. And then Baker through to Roberts. He has plenty of time. Rolls the ball forward, inch perfect to Daniels out on the right hand side. Arte turns, Chubb goes in, and the referee gives that one to the New Saints.
Yeah, he did well there, Arte. Just got his foot in. I think he almost played for it, and
It's a free kick.
Edwards went through the back of him there.
Sam Jones coming on, you mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, he's been out injured, Sam. He actually got injured playing against TNS the last time we were up there in a fairly innocuous challenge. I think he was about to be substituted. And in the last action, his last action, he turned his ankle. So, yeah, great to see Sam back. He'll give us something different. pacey, quite tricky. So I think Ryan Jenkins will be hoping he can run at the TNS defence and cause them some problems.
That will be the plan anyway. If it will materialise, we shall wait and see. 74 minutes on the clock at Kincoid campus, and it's the New Saints who have a 2-1 advantage over Cardiff Met. Roberts looks for Otte, doesn't manage to get a touch, and Chubb gets the header and Veal hooks it forward. Clay back in his own half, good challenge there to win the ball back for the New Saints, but in the process Redmond is injured. I think he's going to be fine though, because he does hobble to his feet as the play around him continues. Now it's Chestovich against Kabongo down the left hand side. Chestovich wins a corner there. Smith to take again on his right foot. And players make their way forward in green and white shirts, and players in burgundy and yellow make their way back. Smith. Corner comes in, and that was a couple of headers and a hook away from the Met to deal with the danger there. Only as far as Redmond though, because the players are all back in their own half. Roberts launches that one down the right hand side. It was Craven who managed to connect with it and puts that one out for a throw in. 76 minutes gone. There's the substitution.
Yeah, Vince going off. He's had a decent game, Tom.
Yeah.
Obviously got the goal, but
Yeah.
Sam Jones just offered you something a little bit different. I think possibly here we'll go Sam Jones and Lewis Rees up front.
No, I mean shuffling it around now is this
No,
stage of the game.
certainly
It's a
not.
cup competition.
Yeah.
In a way, you concentrate on the league like most teams would say that. Whether you're trying to win it or get into the top six or just to stay in the Cumbria Premier, you concentrate on the league.
Definitely.
But if you can have a good cup run, especially with some of the sides that have been knocked out, and especially going all the way to Penabont and winning, and then maybe losing to TNS because you didn't throw everything at them in the last few minutes,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be worth it, would it really?
No, and that's what I expect them to do now.
But the New Saints have other ideas, although Smith,
Good defending again there from
Let's
Chubb. Just gets his
do
body
much
in.
of
Does that so well, Matt Chubb.
ball run forward, and Chubb gets his body between Smith and the ball, and it's a goal kick. This is the fourth competition in as many games for the New Saints. So we played in the Nathaniel MG Cup, the JD Welsh Cup, the JD Cumbria Premier and the UEFA Conference League. 4 games, one after the other. Into the penalty area. Veal can't get to it. Jordan Williams does, and it's a great save again from Lang. We were singing his praises a while back. That was another fantastic save.
Yeah, he's done well again, Alex Lang, captain of Cardiff Met. Near post, you'd argue that he expected, maybe be expected to save it, but yeah, certainly the power in it as well. Really good save.
Well, Mike Harris will be happy so far, as indeed will anyone who supports the New Saints watching on or listening to us this afternoon. But still just that one goal that separates the sides. Can Leo Smith do something about it with a corner? And that was a header. And, well, the flag's gone up anyway, but he did come off the woodwork in the end. Josh Pask looking to get his name on the score sheet this afternoon. We mentioned just now he's got an eye for goal. Still 2-1. 78 minutes gone. Cheslovich. Kabongo does well, can't prevent the ball being played through to Pask though. 2-1 at the break, and no goals so far in this second period, which suits TNS but not Cardiff Met. Cheslovich, ball back from Holden down the left hand side, nice little chip there. Holden manages to keep the ball in possession for the New Saints, couldn't get forward, but he does play that one to Cheslovich. Bears forward, edge of the box, trying to
tackle.
find Arte. Baker
Takes from Sam Jones.
against Jones there. Ball out of play to throw into the
Ooh, I
New
think
Saints.
that's harsh.
Jones thought that was for Cardiff net.
That's harsh. Just played him a little bit there, Ash Baker. I think he felt the slightest of touches and he's gone down. No defender likes running back towards their own goal, but again, good from Sam Jones.
Yeah, he
Just
thought
come
he'd
on.
won the throw-in, didn't he? But he was given the free kick to the New Saints. Just that one goal between the teams at the moment. Wafer thin. The dividing line this afternoon. Evans. And that's off the woodwork there from Ryan Reynolds. That was the opportunity that we were talking about just now, wasn't it?
Yep.
Left-footed, positioned the ball perfectly. Not quite perfectly though, because it came off the woodwork in the end.
Yeah, I think that was the chance. Really well worked. Elliot Evans does really well, and yeah, just could see it from here. Just didn't bend quite enough and came off the foot of the post.
Well, he looked like he knew what he was doing there, didn't he? Very calm. But in the end, woodwork to the rescue for the New Saints this afternoon. Still 2-1. Chestovich to Smith. There with Daniels out on the right-hand side. Smith again alongside him, up against Edwards. Still with TNS. Not afraid to go back, keeping the ball. And then they go forward, and then they go back. But the common denominator is the ball is still in possession of the New Saints. Free kick, foul there on Josh Daniels. That was a fantastic opportunity for Cardiff Met to get themselves on level pegging.
It was, yeah, well played from Elliot Evans. It's just agonising.
Roberts was well beaten there.
He was, yeah. I don't think he
was
didn't
well
get near it.
He was yards away from that one.
Yep.
Didn't even need to go as far as a trajectory that he did.
Probably not.
Could have just
Probably not.
played it in a little bit more of a straight line. I bet he'll be worried about that one tonight. Sleepless nights thinking about if only the ifs, buts and maybes that we all have in life, and I guess footballers are probably more than all of us as far as work's concerned. 81.5 minutes gone. Is it a happy Mike Harris out there in Barbados at this moment in time? I'm sure it is, but he would like a third TNS goal just to settle the nerves.
No, it's offside, I think.
Yeah, flags up on the right against the Met. Now it's Chestovich who turns. Otte's out on the left-hand side on this occasion. A couple of players in front of him. So back to Holden, Chestovich. Holden again. Now down on the left-hand side. Keeps the ball for TNS. Bodenham looks up, plays it back to Roberts. Was well beaten by that effort from Reynolds. Unfortunately, the woodwork came to TNS's rescue on that occasion. Now to Redmond, out to Josh Daniels, and that's going
I
to
think it's going to be a red card.
That's going to be a red card, surely. It is a red card.
Claiming he played the ball. He went in for it.
Red card, Edwards. Edwards gets the red card, went straight in at Josh Daniels there. This is where we will have the benefit of maybe watching the replay and able to formulate a more educated opinion. See, oh yeah, definitely took his legs, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he got a bit piece of the ball, but again, it's a tired challenge, I think, more than anything else. It's a miscontrol actually from the TNS player that elicits the challenge. But yeah, it's a tough one. Another red card for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, Joel Edwards. The walk of a shame as he makes his way off the pitch. Just been red carded. We're in the 84th minute. Well, they do say that it's harder to play against 10 men than it is against 11.
Not for TNS.
And I always think, well, why don't you just take a player off then or something, make it harder for the opposition? But in reality, let's see if that's the case this afternoon, because we have about 6 minutes to go. It's 2-1 to the New Saints. Will 11-man TNS triumph over 10-man Cardiff Met this afternoon?
Yeah, I think yes, it's going to be an uphill task now. Obviously, TNS a man up, dangerous free kick now, but I think Met just need to try and create one more chance, get a set piece of their own, and load the box.
Smith played the ball in, bounced a couple of times, and bounces behind for a goal kick.
A rare poor cross there from Neil Smith.
Yeah, rare. 4-1 indeed. Well, Carai Ely were 6-0 up against Rogerstone. There's been a couple more goals. What's the score?
9?
7-1.
7-1.
Yeah, 7-1. Still 2-0 to Connorskey Nomads, and both them and Trevelyan have been reduced to 10 men each.
Oh, wow.
And Cambrian United have had a red card as well. They're 2-2 with Llandudno.
Long journey for Llandudno.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Pretty much from the North Wales coast down to the almost to the South Wales coast.
Pretty much, yeah. Heart of the valleys.
Yeah, in the valleys there. We played Cambrian and Clydach a few years ago in the cup.
I think that was the year we won it. I think we beat Cambrian in the final.
Yeah, because they got all the way to the final, didn't they?
Yep.
They went all the way. Back to the action here, though, at Kincoid campus in the heart of Wales as far as the capital is concerned. Cardiff. Kabongo with the ball in the TNS half. Clay forced back, though, into his own section of the field. Jones chases that one against a Baker. The latter does well, keeps it in. Turn there, and it's a free kick with a foul on Daniels, and this is where the seconds start to be eroded bit by bit, and you look at the clock and you look again, and it is an uphill struggle without doubt, but just that one goal that separates the teams.
Yeah,
maybe a moment of madness or a moment of brilliance could maybe swing it one way or the other.
Hopefully, yeah.
Otte pokes that one through to Holden. Good defending, though, in the end. Reynolds puts that one out. So throw into the New Saints. Thank you for joining us this afternoon in association with TNS TV. TNS Radio is Enstone Distillery, Planet Hippo, and ourukgroup.com. We'll be back in action in the week as we travel to Britain Ferry, Clansowell. The game that was rained off after 15 minutes. The heavens opened, the South Wales heavens opened, and a reasonable pitch suddenly became a quagmire within a quarter of an hour. So we go back. Hopefully no rain, or predicted a bit of snow this week, but I don't think it's going to extend down to South Wales.
No, probably not. One of the few grass pitches in the Cymru friend. So
it is indeed, yeah. Carnarvon is another, of course. A corner to the New Saints. Out on the right-hand side, Smith into the 6-yard box. Kabongo tried to get that one, he missed, and in the end it's Bodnam who has a pop at goal, but his left-footed strike over the crossbar. Still 2-1 to the New Saints, and thank you for your company this afternoon. We have appreciated it very much indeed. All the way from South Wales. At the moment it looks like being a happy bus journey home, but we still have a couple of minutes to go. Redmond flicks that one to the penalty area, drops it to Jordan Williams. It's in the back of the net, and surely, Jamesy, that's game, set and match in the 89th minute.
yeah, I think that's it, especially with 10 men. That there's any coming back from that. I actually thought there was a foul in the build-up on Sam Jones. I thought there was a tug on the shirt, but yeah, I can't argue with the finish. One touch control and then low into the bottom corner. Yeah, I just think I thought there was a pull on Sam Jones' shirt there, but referee didn't give it. Yeah, calm as you like. Lang, despite how good he's been today, no chance for that one.
No, Jordan Williams, he smashed one home from close range to put TNS 2-1 up, and then he more of a pinpoint precision, wasn't it, that one? Excellent placement of the ball, though, just in off the post.
Yeah, it just shows the difference, doesn't it? Met hit the post at one end and it inches in it, and then TNS at the other end and score to make it 3-1 in off the post. So, yeah, fine margins. I think overall, though, I think as a Met fan, I'm pretty happy with it. The way Met have played has been a lot more attacking than recent encounters, and hopefully that'll give the boys a bit of encouragement going into phase 2 and going forward this season.
Well, thank you for joining us this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the game. And 33-year-old James Steer and our chairman Mike Harris, we won't give Mike Harris's age away, in Barbados. I want a job. I want a job this afternoon. I want to still be in a job. So the new Saints, though, if they could get a fourth, that would be just the icing on the cake. But I think for now we'll give that accolade to Jordan Williams, who scored the third goal just now to put the game beyond the reach of the Archers. Just seconds to go before the board puts in a final appearance. Out on the far side, Otto, unless there are any more substitutions, of course. Otto plays that one across and ball blocked. Otto lets it run out of play, and it will be a throw into the New Saints. We're into the added time at the end of the game.
I've seen the board go up, so
well, I didn't see it go up.
no,
I didn't
not
see
sure
it
if
go
it
up.
has.
No, I didn't see it. It must have gone up because we played beyond 90.
Yeah,
But I haven't seen it go up. I'm glad you said that, because I think, did I miss something there? Because I was actually looking for the board to go up. Well, we've gone beyond the 90, and there will be some added time. So Jones up against Daniels. Ball runs out of play. It's a corner to Cardiff Met. Could there be a late lifeline? We don't know how many minutes it will be added.
No, we don't.
But, we know there'll be at least one because we've just played it.
Yep. Well, they're sending off quite a few substitutions, so yeah, I think maybe 4 or 5 possibly.
It is a corner on the left-hand side for Cardiff Net. Look at those TNS players in the 6-yard box. Looking to keep that one out, and great powering header there from Baker. Then it's a long
Tired effort, I think
effort
that's Stuart.
from Craven, and well, there's a rugby pitch next door. That's more akin to what you see on there, isn't it, than on a football field.
Yeah, just leading back. He's always going to shoot from there, I think, but yeah, just got to get it on target, really.
Yes, we have enjoyed your company this afternoon. It's going to be a happy coach journey home for the New Saints. Played almost 2 minutes of the unknown,
And the unknown
number
stoppage
at
time.
the end of the game. Beale gets the header there. Chance for Clay to push on down the right hand side. Decides to flick it across the edge of the box, and in the end Daniels nodded that one down, and it ends up with Roberts all in turquoise this afternoon. He's been wearing that for quite some time now. Connor Roberts, the TNS number 1. Long clearance forward, looks for Otte. Veal won that one. However, it's still with the New Saints. Holden chips that one for Otte, but nowhere near the striker. It's a goal kick. Played almost 3 minutes. I think the referee's going to put the whistle to his mouth. Well, he puts the whistle to his mouth at 2 minutes 48 seconds. So I don't know if the board showed 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But I'm guessing 3, and he's decided to blow early anyway. Put Cardiff Met out the misery at this stage, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's as I said before, I think certainly encouraging signs for Met, and maybe the scoreline flattered TNS a little bit, especially with Joel Edwards' late red card. But I think there's a lot to build on for Met from this performance, especially the attacks. Had a couple of chances. Obviously, Ryan Reynolds hit the post, but as I said in commentary, it's those small margins and a couple of inches inside, and it's a different game. And maybe Joel Edwards isn't as rash making that challenge, but I think the player elicits the challenge by his poor control. I think it was Daniels who the challenge was on. If he controls the ball properly, it's probably not a foul. But just that miscontrol, Joel, it's late in the game. I think he's probably tired, and he's gone straight through him. And I think it's I think, as we said at the time, it did look bad, and even on the replays, I think it is probably a red card.
It's what you said though about maybe the Mets performance today not been that bad when you consider it's TNS. So if you can then take that into the next game when it's not the New Saints, that puts you in perhaps a little bit more of a comfortable position as far as looking for positive outcomes are concerned.
Yeah, certainly we got Aberystwyth here next, so if we play anything like that, I think we'll be fine, and hopefully we can get another 3 points on the board.
Well, it has ended, it's all over. Been able to watch some of the action there. There's the opener.
Seems like a long time ago now, that one.
Doesn't it? Yeah, seems like a long time ago. Ball played in out on the left-hand side, and that was poor defending from the New Saints. Roberts it was a good save from Roberts, really, but there was no one there on hand from the TNS players to hook it away out the danger zone. Ryan Brobble, superb.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to hurt, I think. It goes through 3 or 4 challenges there, relatively easy. Obviously, with Brobble, he's got the ability, he's got the skill to do it, but I think this is the key one here. Chubb just sort of doesn't get the ball. He seems to be there. Brobble just rides the challenge and puts it past Lang. Yeah, we know the qualities of Ryan Brobble, and he finished it well.
Yeah, the players do comment on him being one of the most difficult ones to play against in training, and there's the Ben Clark cross that was smashed home by Jordan Williams from short range.
Yeah, I think, as I said at the time, it's a real lesson to young players watching this. Put the ball in a dangerous area, put it in low and hard, and anything can happen. It can deflect off a defender, striker running in on that occasion. TNS benefited from it.
There's the one that wrapped up the victory this afternoon for the New Saints in this JD Welsh Cup encounter. Redmond hooked it into the penalty area. I thought Bill was going to get there initially, but he did run through to Williams, beat Lang to his left, off the post, in the back of the net, and it's all over. It'll be a good weekend for us. Enjoy yours. We'll certainly enjoy ours, and don't forget to join us midweek. We're on our travels again to South Wales, this time a little bit further along the coast, as we take on Britain Ferry Llansamwel in the JD Cymru Premier. Matt, it's been great to enjoy your company again this afternoon. Unfortunately, it's a hat-trick of defeats, isn't it, as far as your side is concerned when you've been on TNS TV with us?
Yeah, pleasure as always, Stuart. At least I've seen a goal from Met today, so
that's something to get excited about, maybe.
Yep.
Well, it certainly was at the time, because it was the opener, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Well, thank you for your company, everyone. We do appreciate it. And Mike and Rianne, enjoy Barbados, and we'll see you back in Wales in due course.
It's there against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League, and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan.